Olympic fire, at least for this particular Winter Olympics, has gone out. So it's time to talk about all the things that have transpired. Nobody's better to talk about that with than the one, the only Steve Clark. It's time for Inside the Game. Good morning, Steve. USA, no doubt. What a wonderful win for men's Olympic hockey, and same with the women. Good morning, Steve.
Good morning, Dave. Good morning, Ron. And good morning, Pat. Yeah,
Hello.
Both Team USA taking gold in men and women's hockey. Both were in overtime in a 3v3 format. I'm not necessarily the biggest fan of the format, but I'll take it over a shootout to determine who wins the gold medal.
Yeah.
And yet they've, got to decide because of schedules. They don't want to miss the closing ceremonies. You kind of got to decide something fairly quickly. And that's what they went with it. The Americans, I think they were outplayed in this game by Team Canada on the men's side. But, if you follow the NHL and you follow hockey in general, the better team doesn't necessarily win. The team that takes home the gold took most advantage of their opportunities. And that was Team USA with Jack Hughes and Hillary Knight. And it was amazing because this was the first time the American men's team has won a gold medal since Lake Placid in 1980.
Wow.
Yeah. 41 blocks on goal. That's crazy.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, Connor Hellebuyck is a four-time Vezina Trophy winner in the NHL, is playing his best hockey right now, might be the best goaltender in the world right now. And that, stick save that was made behind him on a completely open net probably just had all the Canadian fans who were reveled up for this game just, wondering. It says we're being goalied right now. You run into a hot goaltender. Ask the Detroit Red Wings fans in the 80s and 90s how many times they ran into a hot goaltender in an early playoff exit. It happens a lot. It's a part of the game. But some funny things inside the game. This is what we're all about. Talking about the things that are going on inside. The Canadian government really regulates alcohol consumption in Canada, when you can buy it, where you can buy it. You can't get it at a 7-Eleven or a convenience store all the time. They made a decree that they were going to open up their liquor stores, their government-sponsored liquor stores, at 6 a.m. so that the fans in Canada could get their drink on early for this 8 a.m. local time start, at least on the east side of Canada. So you have that. And then the other thing that was, I don't know, it's hilarious to me being on the winning side, but if you're a Canadian, you're just like, how do you swallow this up? The Canadian men's team had to line up to receive their silver medals, which is not what they wanted. If you're that competitive, you probably just want to throw your silver medal out or just give it away. But they got to stand there with respect and receive those medals like they're being given to by the Queen, okay? And then after that, some dude comes in and starts giving them plush toys.
Right.
And if you haven't seen that on Instagram or Facebook Reels, this is a sight to behold. What?
Why? Why were they doing that?
Well, everybody on the silver medal are getting these plush toys. Maybe the gold medal's in too. We don't care about that. They don't care. They won the gold medal. But you got second place. You didn't get what you wanted for your services. Here's this plush toy. And the way to watch them receive it with grace is really something else. I mean, these guys were playing with high sticks to the face. They were losing their teeth. They were bloody all over the place. And for all that hard work, here's this plush toy for your two-year-old child if you have one.
Wow.
Well, there's somebody who's in charge at the Olympics of just feeding quarters into that crane machine to drop down and get as many of those as possible.
And Pat, just so you know, they did that throughout the Olympics for all of the medal recipients.
Well, that's interesting.
Included these plush toys. Crazy.
And by the way, they were not made by kids at the Italian orphanages.
No,
they were not. There was scuttlebutt about that.
All right.
Even the New York Times had to research this thoroughly. It was produced in China. The design was made by a contest by Italian schools.
Okay.
Submit your design. The Olympic Committee will select the winner, and it will be produced in mass at a China sweatshop.
Yeah,
I mean that's
ridiculous.
that's how it went.
Yeah. And maybe they have little chips in them so that China can hear everything. I'm sorry. I had to go there, Steve. I had to go there. I'm sorry.
Uh-oh, Pat's phone's ringing.
Yeah, I'm looking. I'm going to watch for black helicopters, but go ahead.
Oh, my gosh. The Canadians are being monitored. Oh, my gosh. What's going on?
So, in the final analysis, who lost more teeth, the Americans or the Canadians? I think the Americans did.
I think the Canadian citizens knocked their own teeth out when they lost that game.
Wow, yeah. I mean, does Canada, Steve, hold the record for the most wins in hockey? Did I miss you saying that, or like gold medals?
No, well, you didn't miss me. You did not miss me saying that because I didn't say it, Pat.
Okay. All right.
these are great questions. Usually the Canadians have a lot to say about who wins the gold medal.
Yeah.
The Soviets, when they basically had Russia and the Eastern European Union as a part of their team, certainly won their share of gold medals. Of course, the Russians haven't really been invited as a country in quite some time. But if you were to rank what's going on right now, it's the Canadians, it's the U.S., it's the Swedes, and the Finnish. Okay. And something that you may have missed last year was the NHL took a break in its schedule to have like a 2-week hockey tournament called the Four Nations Cup. And it came down to the Americans and the Canadians again. The Americans won, like a part of the round robin, but the gold medal sort of, deal for the Four Nations Cup was won by Canada, and I believe it was won in overtime.
Oh, wow.
So this Canadian-American thing is real. There is total effort by professional paid millionaires. They want to win for their country. They want to win there for pride. And I say, let's see more of it. I want to see more.
Amen. Love it. Love it. Love the friendly competition.
Yep.
And again, it's reflected in the way our governments treat one another and our leadership. I'm just so glad. Hey, here's the thing. Hey, big news, too. The most medals we've won in the history of Winter Olympics. So USA, USA, yeah. Congratulations.
Did we stay second?
Thank
you, Steve. Yeah, we stayed second.
Second? Okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
It was I believe it was a record 12 goals.
Yeah.
And wait for the summer. It's coming up.
That's right. Steve Clark inside the game. Thanks, Steve. Have a blessed day.